What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And what I want to do is look at Bitcoin on the 12-hour time frame. And what we're going to do is look at what type of bounce that we're getting out of here today. Because, guys, we don't want to run into something where we're just getting a little relief bounce and then we have another leg to the downside. So we're going to get into the bullish things. We're going to get into the bearish things. And if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you being here with me today. So first of all, guys, one thing I want to do is look on the 12-hour time frame. It's going to give us a little bit more clarity, and we may even work down a little bit lower. But what we're trying to do is dig our way out of this downtrend. And on the 12-hour time frame, you can see these really long wicks. So these are those whale clusters we were talking about. A lot of buying taking place at this area. But now what we're trying to figure out is if it's going to be something like this. Okay, so we rally up a little bit higher, we come down, we set a higher low, and then we finally get this trend moving. A higher high, higher low, and we come out of it something like this. The other option that we have to be careful of is that that was our relief that we're getting today, and then we get another leg to the downside, which could lead us to 28,000, 27,000 down into that area, possibly even lower. So the volume that we get today and the bounce that we get today is what I'm going to be paying the most attention to, because there could have been some guys who were kind of thinking what I was thinking here, guys. Even if this was a downtrend, we were so low that I was buying in, getting a good average. We're getting a nice bounce today. Are they going to take profits or not? Right? Because if those big whales take profits, then we could get that next slam to the downside. But if they're anticipating that this was the bottom here, then most likely they're going to be holding, but we have a lot of work to do still. So for Bitcoin right now, we still need to get up above, we call it 38,000 is going to be a big area. Next area is going to be 41,000. Then it's going to be up roughly around this 20 EMA, which is going to be a big deal to get over top of as well. And that's at 41,200. But right now, as we're looking at this, guys, we have to pay attention that longs, we are fighting the trend now. Okay. We're below all these moving averages. You see them crashing down upon us. It's going to take big volume to get up out of here. And that's just the realistic sense of it, guys. I'm never going to be fake with you. You know, I'm glad that we're getting a bounce today. I was buying at these areas, but I'm also looking to see if this is just a quick little relief rally for a day or so, and then we're going to get slammed again to the downside. You know, and you have to be cautious of those things as well. If you have a longer term plan, continue with your longer term plan. I'm talking to people who want to be swing traders in this space, and you want to be in control of the market as opposed to the market being in control of you, right? You can see on the MACD down here, though, what is nice, along with these whale cluster wicks, we had a bullish engulfing candle, came on heavy volume, and we're starting to get a MACD cross down there. So we're having a lot of mixed signals here. We are getting bullish things, but we also have to pay attention to the fact that we've been in this short-term downtrend now. We've been in a downtrend roughly, let's see here. It's been about 41 days in a downtrend. So we're in an intermediate term downtrend right now. And we have to start with a short term uptrend, then an intermediate term, and then continue it for the longer term. But, you know, something I talked about a lot for Bitcoin here that I did not want to see, guys, and we're seeing it, is the fact that we're trading below this 200 EMA now. If you read a lot of technical analysis books, typically that marks bull and bear markets. So that's what I'm saying. There's bullish things that are going on, guys, and this is the most manipulation we've ever seen. So it could just be all manipulation. All of a sudden tomorrow we have another 40% day to the upside or whatever, and we're back, we're cruising. But you also have to be protective as well, and you have to realize the situation that we're in right now. We are not trading up above the 200 EMA. We're not up above the 100. We're not up above the 50. We're not up above the 20. We still have a lot of work to do. And this entire uptrend here, do you see, guys, we didn't even, I guess this area, we came back right here and we wicked down to the 200. And right now it's at overhead resistance on the 1 day time frame. So our whales, are they just going to play a quick bounce and they're going to get out and it's going to get slammed again? They're going to look for lower prices? It's a possibility and we have to plan for it. Could we dig our way out of this on heavier volume, smash through this 200, turn into support? Absolutely. But now we got these areas up here. This whole area now is going to be a lot of overhead resistance, and we have to be prepared for that. Okay? Guys, right now I'm in positions. I'm with you, but what I'm looking at is that bounce. If we do not get a good bounce out of here, then we're going to be in more trouble, and I just want you to be aware that it could be another leg to the downside. Okay? Or this could just be our ABC correction, and then we get moving, and we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up ABC correction. Okay, so for the technicals now, what we're looking at on the 1 day time frame of 14 sell, 10 neutral, 2 buy. Oscillators 1 sell, 9 neutral, and a 1 buy. Moving averages, we got a 13 sell, a 1 neutral, and a 1 buy. On the 1 week time frame, we're neutral right now. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Just be protective. Is more so have a plan. If we have another leg down, so say we had, this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have another slam for a 5th. If that's how it's counted, I'm not sure right now, guys. Because remember, in uptrends, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. And downtrends, you're going to have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Then you're going to have that correction where you come up here, come down to the higher low, up one more time, and then you're dropping again. Okay, so we have to be careful in this area. That's all I'm saying. We're at 37,274 right now. If we get into Ethereum, and I also want to know what you guys think down low. Is the bottom in? Or do you feel like this is some type of just relief recovery that we're getting quick and then we're going to get slammed again to the downside? Now, Ethereum's looking better than Bitcoin. Ethereum is trading up above the 200 EMA, up above the 100. We're below the 50 and we're below the 200. So for Ethereum, if we could close how we are today, that's going to be a bullish engulfing candle, and we want to close up above this 100, which would be important for us. And then we're going to have some overhead resistance. A big area is going to be about $2,800. It's going to be a tough spot to get through. On the MACD, we have not had a confirmed cross right now on the 1 day time frame. For Ethereum, if we take a look here at our relative strength index, we are at a 41. So that's what I'm saying, guys. We could get a nice rally out of here, and this could happen for several days. But we just have to be prepared that it doesn't turn into something like this, right? And then boom, back down. And for people who say that can't happen, what just happened in the past, 3 or 4 days? So anything's possible in this space. You can wake up tomorrow and Ethereum's at $10,000. That's absolutely a possibility. That's the space that we're in, guys. But you have to plan and have a strategy the best that you can. Okay? Are the bears stalking right now? I'm sure there's some bears who want to see us get a really nice rally out of here and then jump all over it. But we're going to have to see. Maybe that's where it's just one of those bear traps and we blow right through it and we're off to the races. But always have a plan. That's one thing I can say. So for technicals here on the 1 day time frame, 11 sell, 8 neutral, and a 7 buy. Oscillators 2 sell, 7 neutral, and a 2 buy. Moving averages 9 sell, 1 neutral, and a 5 buy. So that's going to be for Ethereum. We want a nice daily candle close, bullish engulfing candle up above the 100. See if we can go up there and challenge that 50, guys. And in terms of support, we don't want to drop much below $2,000 right now. So that's going to be ETH. If you're here for that, let me know. Litecoin, take a look at this next. We are also trading below the 200 EMA right now. We want to get back up above that. We're below the 100, the 50, the 20 is starting to cross down through the 50, so we want to be aware of that. Today we want to get a lot of penetration into the previous day's candle. Now the relative strength for Litecoin's at 34 right now. So yeah, we have plenty of room here on the relative strength to make a move. Typically in this uptrend, at least when we were selling off, we were getting up to around 76 to 80 on the relative strength before we'd have these nice cool down periods. So, this could rally up to 50 or 60 on the relative strength, which could give us some nice price gains. But yet again, we still have a lot of overhead work to do now, trying to get through this 200, which is going to be at $189. That's going to be a big area for us there. Watch that, see if we can pop through it. If we do pop through it, I'd look up to around $230, going to be the overhead resistance. We have not had a confirmed cross on the MACD yet either, so that's something we're looking at. If we get into the time frames, so 12-hour here. So we had a nice bullish engulfing candle on the 12-hour time frames. Looks like we're getting a little bit of selling pressure here. So we have to watch if this is something next day or two, pull back to 155 or so, and then we get another move out of there. That's a possibility. Want to keep an eye on it. If we take a look at the 8-hour, so this was almost like a hammer candle, a little bit of a wick on top on heavier volume. So that would be nice if this couldn't hammer out the bottom here, guys. But nothing's confirmed yet. I guess that's more so what I can say. We don't have confirmation. If we get into the 4-hour, you can see how it's looking, just working down through the time frames here. And you see how fast, guys, this drops. Litecoin was at around $415, and that was May 10th. It's the 24th now, and you can see where we're at. So, you always have to be prepared for everything in this space, and I'm going to continue to harp on stop losses if you're in positions. At least mental stop loss where you say if it goes below this, see you later, because cutting your losses is one of the biggest things in swing trading. All right, so On the 1 hour time frame now, getting a little bit of selling pressure. We are up above the 20 and the 50. So we want to hold that as support. Next area of resistance, we're going to need to get up above $177. It's going to be the overhead resistance. Starting to roll over a little bit on the relative strength here. We're at 57. So we'll have to see if we do get some buying pressure. You can see massive climax volume, selling pressure to the downside here. So it would be nice, guys, if we could do something like this. Say we're out of here. Say we even pulled back onto that. Get moving up to here. Something along that. Take us back to 230. See if we can keep that moving, but nothing right now is guaranteed, okay? And guys, this is a trader's market. I will continue to say that. This is a swing trader's market in my opinion. You know, people can disagree. Obviously, long-term investing, guys, I do it myself, but I believe when things are this volatile, it's a trader's market, and there's a lot of sharks in here. So just be careful with what you're doing. Remember, anything can change by the day. Have a plan. And, you know, go for it. That's the best thing I can tell you. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.